welcome to an absolutely stunning afternoon in Omaha, Nebraska, where volleyball history in the United States will be made. For the first time ever, we're going to have a professional champion. Will it be the Rise out of Grand Rapids or the homestanding Supernovas from Omaha? Expecting a real battle, an interesting battle like we had in the semifinals. Atlanta suffered a couple of key injuries, but Grand Rapids took advantage. They won 3-2. On the other side, Omaha was down at home, where they rarely lose. 2-0 came storming back, and that is set up our eventual championship match for $1 million. Winner takes all, guys. Well, it's fun to say. Let's get this thing started. A great crowd on hand. With three-time Olympian Holly McPeak, I'm Paul Sunderland. We talked about the semifinals. They were very different kind of matches, but what did we learn on Wednesday night? The teams have had a couple of days to rest that will lead us into this championship.
Well, they're both battle-tested. Dimitrova struggled for Grand Rapids. She leads them offensively, but Grand Rapids were able to step up and win that match. And then for Omaha, you talked about it, they reverse swept. So their backs were against the wall, and they were able to respond. So I think they're both set for a fantastic match.
And you mentioned briefly Emilia Dimitrova, an amazing story, 17 years of professional. She was selected the Player of the Year at her opposite position, and how key is she, particularly at the start of this match?
Emilia Dimitrova is so important for Grand Rapids. She leads them. She leads them offensively, but on the court, constantly giving her teammates feedback, even when she's down like she was on Wednesday. Look for her to step up emotionally. She is fired up. This is her last match as a professional before she goes into retirement. You can see the fire and intensity from Dimitrova. A huge late season pickup for Omaha. Stephanie Samity, when she arrived on the collegiate scene as a freshman, she had a huge impact, and now at the pro level, big time scorer on the opposite for Omaha. She had 30 kills and hit over 400 in the semi. Look for them to go to her often when out of system.
Neither of these teams is in this championship match without the two players we just mentioned. Claire Chaussee. Also on the first team, Erica Pritchard has been playing really, really well. Kathy and Grote in the middle. We talked about Dimitrova. Ashley Evans, an outstanding setter, and Camila Gomez, frequent flyer miles. She may be small, but she flies all over the court. Super exciting. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Wren Athletic. But Betty De La Cruz, I've got more on her coming up later. Nunaviller on the one outside hitter. Kristina Vuchkova, Tori Dixon, Stephanie Samity, who we'll talk about all night long. Sydney Hilly, who came off the bench on Wednesday night. National champion, setter of the year in the Big Ten, will start. She wears number 2. And Kendall White, another absolutely outstanding libero. Third member of our broadcast team, Madison Fitzpatrick. For the key players, one of them, Stephanie Samity.
Well, Stephanie Samity finished up her season in Turkey less than a month ago. Joined the Supernovas, only played in 7 matches, but has made an immediate impact from the start. Now, when I asked how she was able to make that transition so seamless from Turkey to Omaha, she said over communication from her teammates to her on what they need, from her coach on the system, and from herself to the rest of the franchise on what she can add. And it's through that over communication that she has able to be bursted onto the scene like she has.
Thank you, Madison, and it certainly worked, and what an addition indeed. There were several around the league. Kendall Kipp was in Columbus. There were others, but 30 kills the other night on 61 swings, hit .410 and putting up really impressive numbers. 4 kills per set, hitting just over 275. The visiting Rise will be in their blue uniforms, and once again, Emilia Dimitrova, 6'1", out of Bulgaria, her last ever volleyball match. Chaussee opening things up, high up into the block, and Dimitrova into the cross court and missed it out of bounds. Oh, the official pointed the wrong way. That's okay. Everybody's a little nervous. It's a championship match. And right away, the first referee, Suzanne Lowry, said, whoop, pointed in the wrong direction. And point out, there are no lines, people. Do you see? Bolt 6 out of Frisco, Texas. The line calls are all done electronically by computer. Perfect pass. Samity again loves that seam between the right back, the left back, and the middle back.
Stephanie Samity has a ton of offensive range, and she loves this particular area. It's not exactly straight down the line, but a little bit more middle, and she hits that high.
36 aces on the year. Betty De La Cruz from the Dominican Republic. Overpass, Dixon there. Should have hammered that. Oh, that's a hammer. Tori Dixon, a world champion for Karch-Kiraly in 2014. Roofing that ball, number 6 in white.
And Omaha played ahead at this point because of the tough serve. Grand Rapids struggling, and look at Tori Dixon drop her left hand to shut down that angle on Chaussee.
Mentioned that Dimitrova is playing her last match. When I spoke with Betty De La Cruz yesterday, or asked her what her future plans were, Maren Grote, some unforced errors here on the side of the Grand Rapids Rise, but back to De La Cruz. I asked what her future plans were, and she said, tomorrow's my last match. I plan it to be my last match. We'll see. She has had a magnificent career. Now 37 years of age, 2 times an Olympian, played in 9 different countries. Chaussee down the line, dug nicely by Hilly. Samity in transition, everything going the way of the Omaha Supernovas right now.
Omaha's the best defensive team in the league, and Sydney Hilly just set that one up perfectly, digging that hard line hit.
Smart rotational deployment by Omaha, getting De La Cruz back to the service line very, very early. She'll get an extra turn, and that ball missed just out of bounds, but De La Cruz got the Supernovas off to a good start. They are very tough to beat in this building, including the win on Wednesday night over San Diego. They're 10-3 at the CHI Health Center. Lovely facility and a big crowd on hand. Nunaviller going off speed. Dimitrova, who really defends her position well. And Chaussee, did she miss it? Immediately got the call, so there was one from Dimitrova, and now a ball right on the line by Claire Chaussee.
How about that? The outside of the line, a little bit off speed, but Chaussee finding an opening.
You cannot challenge ball in or out. I'll give you the areas where you can challenge. You get 2 per team, along with 2 timeouts, and as long as you were correct, you keep that infinite number of challenges. Dixon out of the middle, becoming more offensive as the season has gone along. Smart swing by Chaussee, but just missed it out of bounds. Holly, give me a moment. You can challenge net touch, block touch, ball service at the 3-meter line, the service line, or foot fault, I should say, and also at the center line. There is the Bolt 6 system, 22 cameras around the court. Tight pass. Vučkova with a throwdown.
Omaha as a team is the best serving team in the league, and it shows, setting up some easy points. It's Tori Dixon from the back line, and then Vučkova throws that down to open court. Kristina
Vučkova, 6'2" middle blocker, played most recently in China, where she's been voted the best middle blocker in the elite Chinese league, also out of Bulgaria, as is Dimitrova. Dug by De La Cruz. And the soft block. Rotation defense that time explained. That gave Nunaviller a kill that would ordinarily come up.
It did, and it starts with the overhead dig by De La Cruz in the backcourt. Nunaviller going flat off the hands of the blocker.
Yeah, De La Cruz is going to play the ball defensively overhand, and she's going to receive serve overhand as often as she can. Passing problems continue for the visitors from Grand Rapids. Nunaviller throwing it down, but missed it. No touch. You could challenge. Tough touch off the edge of the block.
Serving and passing always crucial in a big match like this, and right now Omaha's been able to put a ton of service pressure on Grand Rapids.
Chaussee, 6-foot outside hitter out of Wisconsin, former ACC Player of the Year, and Nunaviller in system, throwing that ball into the open area. The campfire could be very dangerous. We got a couple of media timeouts, one when a team reaches 8, one when a team reaches 16. And Brooke Nunaviller and Omaha off to a very quick start, leading at 8-4 here at home.
Pro Volleyball Federation on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Franklin Sports, a proud partner of the Pro Volleyball Federation on CBS Sports Network, and by Allstate. You're in good hands.
To say that Nebraska is a hotbed for volleyball would be a massive understatement here at the CHI Health Center. Been home to the NCAA championships a couple of times. Attendance records for the state, well, 92,003. We'll talk about that later. But when Creighton plays Nebraska in this building, it is standing room only and a very good crowd on hand right now. Samity with a tough serve and another point scoring opportunity. Good set in transition, and Pritchard over the top of the block. A couple of balls on the line, and this one just out by number 5 in blue. Grand Rapids is really in the shank tank, as we say right now, Holly. They're passing perfect, only at about 15%. And 50% is very doable, so really struggling. That's a service error to the libero Gomez. You can't do that. You can't serve number 31 in the libero jersey out of Cali, Columbia.
And because of the poor passing, the hitting numbers are in the negative for Grand Rapids. So they had a slow start on Wednesday in the semifinal as well, and were able to respond.
3 kills on 12 swings, 4 errors to nullify all of that and get you below the Maginot line. None of it are throwing the ball around a lot early. Chance in transition. Pritchard again. Nice block. Vučková along with Hilly.
Vučková, number 11 in white, so good with her left hand and great laterally. Both these middle blockers for Omaha have been fantastic defensively, and their offense has been trending in the right direction as well.
Vučková had 7 blocks in the semifinals, 3 of those solo. And the service error here, trying to keep up pressure. Missed by Nunaviller, but Nunaviller out of the University of Oregon. Had an amazing career. The only player in Pac-12 history to have 1,500 kills and 2,000 digs. A magnificent all-around volleyball player. Here's Evans. De La Cruz passing the ball well right now. And setting up Vučková again.
Omaha talked about setting more back row and getting their middles involved. Sydney Hilly has to get low, but she gets the ball to Vučková, and Omaha able to score. That's a high percentage attack play for Omaha.
And speaking of percentages, Holly McPeak, 6 of 12 with 1 error. Right now, Omaha hitting .420. And that's going up even more thanks to Dixon. Grand Rapids needs a timeout. They can't wait any longer. The next media timeout comes at 16. You can't wait.
You want to stop the momentum, but a couple different opportunities here be created because of the tough serving from Omaha.
Good reception by Chaussee, working out of the back row. Samity defending her position, and Nunaviller flying out of the back row. Holly, we were at practice yesterday. You had to go home for your birthday. That was a good thing. You're flying back and forth, but I'll tell you, Omaha had an outstanding practice. They've got a lot of depth, and their gym is really competitive, and that preparation is showing now. Up big 13-6.
Finally, Grand Rapids calls a timeout. They need to slow the momentum down to Omaha. And they had a slow start Wednesday. They were able to respond, and I talked to Kathy George today. She said, look, we're going to get pushed. We're going to get uncomfortable, but it's how we respond.
Let's go over to the sideline once again, and Madison Fitzpatrick.
I got the chance to sit down with Dimitrova, and after starting her career at 16 years old, I asked her, how does it feel to know this is the final match of your career?
Well, honestly, there are so many emotions, positive, negative. I mean, negative. They're not negative, but they're a little sad because in this small amount of time, I made so many friends in here that because of the long distance we will have when I go back home, I won't see. And these last moments with them, I am stealing hugs from everyone that I just want to seal this moment, and I just want to, just remember it as beautiful as it is, even with the good and bad moments that we had, up and downs, like, every season. But I think all those moments brought us here, and surviving those moments, it just made a stronger team and makes it remarkable.
Great work by our production crew, dialing up a kill from Emilia Dimitrova, right on schedule. And she's had a wonderful, wonderful career. Down the line, dug by Gomez. Boy, doesn't get a swing. You got to get a swing out of that good dig. De La Cruz off the edge and down. Everything rolling right now for Omaha.
Grand Rapids needs to be aggressive if they get at that dig opportunity. They haven't had a lot of transition chances, but they need to score on those.
Omaha hitting over 500. Grand Rapids, as we talked about, hitting negative, which means they have more errors than kills. A very poor start for Grand Rapids. A lot of workload to Claire Chaussee, and she'll respond. Number 9, the All-American out of Louisville, who played last year for Macerata in Italy.
Omaha wants to load Claire Chaussee up. She is one of their biggest offensive weapons, and they want to make her dig balls and pass.
Reception outstanding right now for Omaha. When you're in system and you got all these hitters coming at you, the defense on their heels.
Grand Rapids needs to get Omaha out of system because they are hitting at a super high clip. Whether it's that seam, whether it's a short serve, whatever it is, they need to put more pressure on Omaha.
10 of 17 with 1 error, almost flawless. A quick look at Kathy George, the coach for Grand Rapids. We'll get back to that momentarily. More service pressure, and from who? Betty De La Cruz. She said she plans this to be her last match. She keeps serving like this. Somebody's going to offer a lot of money. Maybe going to win $1 million today to be shared with her teammates.
Exclusive ball of the Pro Volleyball Federation and the Ultimate Volleyball for our world-class professionals. You get your Franklin Real Volleyball today at franklinsports.com. Fans, it's a Girl Talk Huddle of the Match. Visit mygirltalk.org to learn more.
I'm here with Jason Derulo, and Jason, you're one of the co-owners of the Omaha Supernovas, and then you decided to be a co-owner of the whole league. What is it about the Pro Volleyball Federation that made you want to get involved?
You know what? I really wanted to do something for these athletes because, you know, when you're playing a sport and you're giving your life to a sport and then having to go overseas to play, I think was a real was a bummer for a lot of ladies, you know, in America. Now we're bringing talent from all over the world right here in our backyard, and I think they deserve it. They're such incredible athletes, and they've given their life to this sport. And as you can see, there's a lot of amazing fans that want this. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And speaking of the talent, what do you think about the game so far?
Oh, it's so different when you're in the room. I mean, it's electrifying. I mean, I can't believe this is my first game. I'm finally able to come out because I was on tour. But being here in the building is even crazier. The balls are just flying so fast. It's wild. Incredible athletes.
Thank you for all you've done for the league.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Madison. There is one of the owners of the team here and also part owner of the league, Jason Derulo. Quite a music town. Chicago was in town on Wednesday, and Duran Duran was playing last night. And, of course, Hungry Like a Wolf is their song that I can most likely remember. And one of our officials, Suzanne Lowry, the first referee, was at the concert last night. I asked her about it. She said, you know, I really didn't like the playlist until they get into the old stuff. But it was good. It was good. So just keeping you up to date on the Omaha music scene. Got a challenge here. That ball looks like it's outside the block. There was no block touch. And Betty De La Cruz will go back to serve.
The best server in the league this season. She has been so impressive for the backline. She averages over 1 ace per set.
There is Laura Bird-Kuhn, the fine coach for the Omaha Supernovas, 4 years head coach at Texas A&M. Thought that she was going to be out of coaching for a while, but then the phone rang, and here she is playing for a championship. Good block deflection. None of Iller quality contact. Shannon Scully on the floor now for Grand Rapids. So Coach George quickly and early going to her bench. Another tip is falling. Wow, this has got to be something in the game plan because the middle of their defense is an absolute sieve.
Omaha knows what's open. This ball trickles over the tape, but watch this play. Ashley Evans right back, shifting up to set this ball because basically it's a free ball. And communication breakdown for Grand Rapids.
4-0 run. Brooke Nuneviller, 15 of 48, the semifinal win over San Diego. Once again, a reverse sweep. Return in the favor, De La Cruz with a play, and then Maren Grote, much needed. Number 8, Maren Grote out of the University of Washington, is having an outstanding season. When you look for stats, she's 8th in the league in kill percentage. She's among the league leaders in aces, 3rd in blocks, has just had a magnificent, magnificent year. Played professionally in Turkey, very, very good league. Right now, probably the best league in the world. Before coming back, Italy would argue with that. Mac Pedraza talked about the depth, first of all, of Omaha, but now the double switch. Morgan Fingal, wearing number 4 in blue, will come in as well. All-American out of the University of Tennessee. Pedraza, most of her career at Ohio State before finishing at Penn State. Stephanie Samity is so accurate with that shot between areas 5 and 6.
And she's shown that she has way more tools. We've seen her tip, we've seen her go sharp cross court, and that really stresses the defense. You see the libero down the line, but no player in that deep middle.
And right now, Omaha is by far winning the ball control battle. They are in system and in transition even an awful lot. And speaking of transition, Brooke Nuneviller is hitting for a very high percentage in system first ball side out. But now she's been very successful in trans.
She has, and they've been able to push the speed. Brooke Nuneviller can beat you with speed. So if they're able to do that in transition, she can be very effective.
Dixon trying to go short serve. What does the short serve do to help you defensively and hurt the other team get into offensive flow?
Well, for one thing, it disrupts offensive routes. If your hitters are running different routes, there's a player's body in that route. So it can be very disruptive and sometimes can really catch teams by surprise.
Samity again. Shows you the seam shot and then cuts it off hard into the cross court. She was absolutely spectacular the other night, as we talked about in the semifinal.
And I talked about that deep middle, but this time is the sharp angle. We saw it earlier. If you're right back, you need to be on that 3-meter line because she's got that kind of range.
30 kills on 61 swings, and good from the service line.
Unbelievable service pressure right now from Omaha and Grand Rapids, struggling with that first contact. Grand Rapids has been using the double sub all year. Mac Pedraza setting out of the back row. Morgan Fingal, now the left-handed player in the opposite.
Another ace. That's 4 aces so far and several serves that created overpasses and direct kills.
But Kathy George has made some substitutions. Shannon Scully in there to pass in the back row. They just have not had the answers to Omaha's service pressure.
Timeout is called just like that in the blink of an eye. Omaha 2 points away from taking the opening set. This is really unexpected. Want to remind everybody tonight at 8 Eastern, get caught up on the latest PGA Championship play with highlights, interviews, and in-depth analysis like you won't see anywhere else. Watch PGA Championship Clubhouse Report here on the CBS Sports Network. There has been some weather at Valhalla. There was a fog delay earlier. They had to play split tees, and really I don't know quite how to describe the situation with Scotty Scheffler other than very, very unfortunate. He's just a magnificent, magnificent individual, and I think that will be cleared up. And, of course, concern for the police officer that was injured, and we hope his injuries were very minor. But all of that on news and notes and interviews regarding the PGA Tour. Back with 3-time Olympian Holly McPeak. I'm Paul Sunderland. Madison Fitzpatrick along the sideline, and it has been a dominant performance right now, almost a perfect performance by Omaha in block defense, particularly from the service line and in serve receive. Samity again coming out of the timeout. Grote on the tip. Nuneviller is there, one of the best defenders. You covered her an awful lot when she was at the University of Oregon, and she has magnificent instincts, and what an athlete.
Brooke Nunavilla for Omaha. In college, I used to call her the human highlight reel. She would make plays that were unbelievable. Fantastic dig there, but Grand Rapids cleans things up. They want to get momentum going on their side of the net, and they've got their best server on the line.
A rare miscue in reception off the top of the tape. Morgan Fingal over the top can maybe give the Grand Rapids Rise. They're not going to win this opening set, I guarantee you that. But they might try to at least get into some sort of offensive rhythm.
That's important, right? Start to get things going in your direction.
It's a best of five match, first of 3 sets. And you start over at 0, so you start with a clean slate. Nunaville off to a really good start offensively. And the crowd rises to its feet, a very sizable crowd here in Omaha. And Nunaville, the first of a dozen set points. Scully in the receive, and she did exactly that. Off Vuchkova and out of bounds. Shannon Scully, 6'2" outside hitter from Huntington Beach, won a national beach championship in 2022 for USC.
Shannon Scully in there because of her ball control skills, passes extremely well, and obviously that's something that needs to be shored up for Grand Rapids.
Dela Cruz again loves to take serve reception overhand. That ball is up, but the ball to the floor. Benny Dela Cruz in a rout in the opening set. 25-13. That's a stunner to me, Holly McPeak.
Watch this pancake defense. Morgan Fingal gets under that, but bodies on the floor, and Grand Rapids can't do it. Omaha 1-0.
MichaelTalk.org.
Hey, Joey Reed, do the dance at the Pro Volleyball Federation Championship with Con Dog.
Fans, let's hear it for TikTok star Joey Reed. And you see the Con Dog out there? Listen, you go to Gretna, go to Con Dog, show your ticket, you'll get a free lemonade. That's right, a free lemonade at Con Dog when you show your ticket from the PVF Finals.
Welcome back to the CHI Center, where the Omaha Supernovas just took set 1 against the Rise. And Coach, your team had over 600, a handful of aces. What did you like, what you saw out of them?
We know that the serving pressure has to be there. We also know this is a great team and it's going to be a long match, so we have to keep executing and be disciplined.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you, Madison. Very, very good pressure from the service line, and no doubt that Grand Rapids will come back. They played when it really mattered before the seeding and everything was set. Omaha did take out Grand Rapids on 3 occasions, but there were 2 5-set matches, and there were any number of sets that went into overtime. Grand Rapids needs to get off to a much, much better start. Nunaville, speaking of starts, absolutely lighting it up. A very balanced attack. That's a poor set. That's going to be a center line violation, but that was the setting. That was a problem for Pritchard.
I like what Pritchard did. She got her feet up into the block, but it looked like she stepped over the center line. Kathy George asking what happened.
In order for that to be a violation, your entire foot has to be on your opponent's side. It's a big issue of player safety. There is Sydney Hilly out of the University of Wisconsin, a national champion. 3 times the setter of the year. Emilia Dimitrova in her final match, if you're just joining us, after a stellar 17-year career. 13 different clubs, 9 countries, and she's calling it a career after this match today. There's Kayla Caffey, who was very, very quiet. The middles for Grand Rapids were basically missing in action, but not their fault.
Well, you talked about it passing. They passed 27% perfect. If you're passing those kind of numbers, almost impossible to run your middles.
And Grand Rapids passes over 52% in terms of accuracy at exactly 52%. Here's De La Cruz again. Of course, you would deploy her early in the rotation. 4 aces in the opening set for Omaha. Tori Dixon again. Boy, she is really coming on offensively.
Tori Dixon had a strong service performance in the first set. Watch her pass this ball and get right in the gap between the 2 hitters. Beautiful high percentage swing on that middle quick set.
De La Cruz again, hearing it from the crowd. Better passing to start, trying to get Grode involved. Nunaville once again in transition. Good block deflection done by De La Cruz, but Emilia Dimitrova, who got off to, excuse my language, a dreadful start in the semifinals. Absolutely dreadful. She dug herself out of it. She started 3 of 18 with 3 errors, and then was exceptional thereafter.
Grand Rapids has cleaned up their serve-receive game. Passing numbers much better in the second set.
Dimitrova, as I mentioned, started out 3 of 18. She finished 16 of 30 on the back end of that. Nunaville again, good swing, dug inside by Gomez. Kendall White, we haven't had to call her name very often. Grand Rapids can't get the ball past the block. Setting mistake and tapped down nicely by Samity.
That's the second missed opportunity by Grand Rapids when they dig the ball and then set too tight in transition. That just plays into Omaha's block. But the good news for Grand Rapids, they're starting to dig more balls and pass better in the second set.
Dixon, she tried to serve short, this time going at Pritchard, who's the front court left side attacker, nicely done off of Stephanie Samity.
Erica Pritchard has gotten better and better as the season has gone on. She had ACL surgery in March of last year. So really starting to hit full strength now for Grand Rapids.
I talked to her about it and her recovery, and I found out, you're absolutely right, she did tear her ACL, but she also tore her medial meniscus, so she was working on a lot of things and has really been coming on. Wearing number 5 in blue. She was 15 of 37 on Wednesday night. The 6'3" outside hitter out of Middletown, Maryland. Samity. Get past that jump serve between De La Cruz and Samity. That's a couple of very big weapons from the service line. There is Maren Grode out of the University of Washington, Burbank, California. Her father in town, his name also called for the championship, played in all 24 regular season matches. Tough serve, pretty well handled by Nunaville. Samity looks to go down the line. We talked yesterday to Kathy George. What would be her plan against Samity after she goes for 30 kills on Wednesday night?
Yeah, well, I wasn't here, so you tell me.
But I told you last night at dinner, don't you remember?
No, I don't.
We missed you, but you had to go back home for your birthday. Better blocking by Grand Rapids. These are the opportunities. Chaussee, pretty slow to start. Really good read by Vuchkova. So this is what Grand Rapids wants to do against Stephanie Samity. Give her the line. They think that they can dig with Gomez and then take away, which they haven't done yet at all, take away the cross court.
I like it. Thank you.
I must have dreamt that I told you last night at dinner. That steak was so good and so big, I was distracted. Dimitrova able to put the ball away. Blockers got a little bit tangled up. It was a wide open net. Betty De La Cruz and Kristina Vučkova got tangled up.
Well, Betty De La Cruz jumped with the front row setter, and that took her out of the block. Dimitrova, quick score on that right side.
Dimitrova is 5 of 8 with 1 error. The rest of the team is 8 of 29. She's doing her part. Working on De La Cruz. Missed that ball out of bounds. Very, very low error rate. When she gets blocked or hits a ball out, she is not a happy volleyball player.
In Grand Rapids, going at Betty, trying to make her pass and put the ball away around their block.
Grand Rapids with a lead, 7-6. Bert Kuhn said it. Outstanding team. They would certainly come back. Vučkova with a kill. Nice delivery from Sydney Hilly. Hilly wearing number 2, 6 foot out of Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. All-American, as I mentioned, at Wisconsin. And 3 times setter of the year in the Big Ten. Vučkova with the kill out of the middle from Hilly. Easy serve. Don't want to serve Pritchett. They want to work on Chaussee. Dug by Nunaviller. Nicely done, handled overhand. Up into the block, recycle, smart play. Boy, a lot of tipping going on, and Nunaviller has that one slapped back at her by Kayla Caffey.
Grand Rapids would love to see Kayla Caffey get more involved on both sides of the ball, but this is a good start. Look at her swat that ball. She does such a nice job, and we will go to timeout.
Pro Volleyball Federation on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands.
We talked about the impact of both opposites for the team. You see, both have 5 kills to start the match. 3 digs, pretty similar numbers so far early in this match.
And Dimitrova, again, got off to a very bad start. When we talked at the banquet, I told her what a great job she did digging herself out of that, going 16 for 30 after going 3 for 18. Grand Rapids isn't in this match if she doesn't dig herself out of that attacking hole. And Steph Samity, you could say the same, leading the way for Omaha with 30 kills in that reverse sweep. Short serve, nice pass. Nunaviller again out of the back row, block deflection. First contact by Gomez. And Claire Chaussee, I was just looking at her numbers. She got to get going. She's had a lot of opportunities, not many easy chances in system, but now she's just 3 for 12.
And Claire Chaussee, they call her Air Claire. She gets up quick off the ground. Little wrist away for the kill with some heat.
First team All-American, ACC Player of the Year. Mentioned she played in the outstanding Italian league for one of the top clubs, Macerata. That's too easy a serve. Into the middle again. Not an adjustment. Kathy George not happy at all. I think they talked about that adjustment because the middle of their defense is wide open.
And Camila Gomez is left back and trying to come all the way over to the right side of the court. In that case, why not have Ashley Evans, the right back defender, pick it up? Camila Gomez, very good with their platform setting and transition.
5, if not 6 or 7 tips right into the middle of the court. The Rise leading by 1. Dominant first set performance by Omaha. Block deflection. Kendall White, expert setter in transition. Over the top of the block. Nice dig in the cross court by Evans. Dimitrova, good swing done by White. Hard to put the ball away right now on either side. Quickly to the outside. Pritchett, not again. White, another dig. Best point of the match so far. Pritchett with a kill down the line, wearing number 5 in blue.
Dimitrova for Grand Rapids sat on that 3-meter line, taking that ball away from Samity. Really beautiful defense for Grand Rapids.
Dimitrova again playing in her last match, 17-year career coming to an end, as we've talked about. Second in the league, 4.3 kills per set, but also 3 digs per set. A very good backcourt defense on the right side. A little bit unlucky there against Samity. Pritchett was there and needed some help from Grove.
So important to finish that block. Hands need to be over so that doesn't rattle through on your side of the net.
Dela Cruz already serving for the 11th time. She does have 1 ace, but has forced a couple of overpasses as well. $1 million, winner takes all to the champion. Claire Chaussette, that's an unforced error, and it sent it right away to her setter.
Grand Rapids able to handle that pass, but not earn the side out.
This is a big part of this match. The 12th serve already for Dela Cruz. They are scoring in this rotation. That ball just out of bounds. Chaussette with a very, very good eye as Dimitrova once again will go back to the line. We talked about Amelia Dimitrova. Her husband, Dennis Dimitrov, is an assistant coach for Grand Rapids, and he used to play professionally as well. He played in Paris. She was playing in Italy. They weren't together, and yet they had a daughter, Michaela. They want to start some family life. Once again, Tori Dixon. This is a big, big plus for the Supernovas as they get more and more offense out of the middle from Vučkova and from Dixon.
Tori Dixon making herself available, gets open to her setter, but Sydney Hilly is so good at running the middle. She can really keep them in system from even 3-meter line off.
Dimitrova out of the backcourt, done again by De La Cruz. You talked about Sydney Hilly. Natalia Valentin Anderson, also a wonderful setter, started the match on Wednesday night, but Hilly came on and replaced. There is Dennis. They will start their life together back in Bulgaria, and Amelia wants to pursue a career as a teacher. Nuneviller over the top of the block, and Brooke Nuneviller has gotten off to a magnificent start. She now is 7 of 18, hitting over 250.
Most of this match, Brooke Nuneviller and Omaha have been in system, even off defensive touches.
More service pressure. Here comes the jumper from Samity. Finished her season in Turkey. Her team did not make the playoffs. That was bad news for Samity, but very, very good news for Omaha. They got her for the final 6 regular season matches. And, of course, that very important semifinal when she had 30 kills leading the way. Here's Mary Grove. 13-12 is the advantage for Grand Rapids. They're the number 4 seed. They took out the number 1 seed from Atlanta. Atlanta suffered a couple of key injuries, but Grand Rapids took advantage. And here they find themselves in the championship match. Good block deflections by Kayla Caffey. Got a score here if you're Grand Rapids. Not yet. Kendall White with a magnificent dig. Not much out of the middle, quickly to the outside. Chaussette looking for more of an opportunity, tipping Dimitrova with a good read. Ball set a little bit too low, but Nuneviller got on her horse big time.
Kendall White, the libero for Omaha, played such fantastic defense in that left back loop. Could her get under and lift that ball. And then Brooke Nuneviller is okay with that low quick set. She gets on her horse fast. Good kill from the left side.
16 digs for White and the Omaha Supernovas. They were the number 2 seed. They took out San Diego again in that reverse sweep. Chaussette having some tough chances. Hung just a little bit. They said air clear. There was a lot of air underneath that. And Kristina Vučkova, number 11 in White, says, my fault. I gotta get that one.
Might be just a little bit off there.
Chaussette now 5 of 18, hitting 110. Dela Cruz is passing nicely. Oh, that's a hittable ball. That's a pretty conservative play, but got Vučkova on the floor. Good block, touch, and a better block at the net from Vučkova. She was mad at herself for missing the previous one on Chaussette.
The defensive work. Vuchkova so good laterally getting to the Betty De La Cruz on the left side, closing that seam up.
Once again, the best blocker in the Chinese League in 2023. Joined Omaha after that league was over in February. Boy, that's a tough one. Chaussee is getting some tough chances. That was left down inside and pretty creative by number 9.
Claire Chaussee trying to find her rhythm, gets her feet there, and a little soft set over the net, drops in the middle, well placed.
Grand Rapids on top 15-14, just joining us. It was all Omaha, 25-13, yeah, 13 in the opening set. Caffey likes to cut it back. Dixon was there, but used Tori Dixon off the block and out of bounds. And Caffey for the kill, and we've come to point number 16. That's our second media timeout. Grand Rapids trying to get on the board and even this championship match.
The largest volleyball-only apparel company in the U.S. is the official uniform and apparel partner of the Pro Volleyball Federation. Gear up with the official Pro collection today. Available exclusively at realprovb and provolleyballshop.com.
It has been forgotten, I joke. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Welcome back to a beautiful spring afternoon in Omaha. How lucky have we been? The weather's been great the last 3 days. Grand Rapids on top 16-14 here in the second. Tonight at 9 Eastern, catch a bucking bull riding battle as the best around the globe takes center stage for this year's PBR World Finals title right here on CBS Sports Network. Holly, I need you to say this for me.
I can't do it.
Bucking bull riding battle. It's a bucking bull riding battle. Come on now. That's coming up tonight at 9 Eastern right here on the CBS Sports Network. Back with Madison Fitzpatrick on the sideline, 3-time Olympian and bronze medal winner and an NCAA champion, Holly McPeak. I'm Paul Sunderland. Thanks so much for joining us. The first ever Pro Volleyball Federation championship match. $1 million on top of all of their salaries and bonuses. Had a lot of player awards a couple of nights ago at a wonderful banquet. We'll delineate some of those. There were positional awards and the MVP of the league. Congratulations to Leah Edmond. She won $15,000 bonus. And Sydney Hilly back to the line. We'll get the number, but what a crowd on hand for this first ever championship. Winner take all, $1 million. Dug by Nunavilla, right on target. Gomez there to cover. I thought that was a smart shot by Hilly. A lot of game planning and film work to scout these teams. Looking for a touch. Looking high, flat. Dimitrova. Once you heard the horn, we're going to have a challenge on a block touch. Once again to review, 2 touches per team per set. But if you are correct, you keep those 2. You cannot challenge ball in or out. Ball off the block. Net touch, foot faults on the service line, 3-meter line, and we already have had a foot fault on the center line. This is Suzanne Lowry. Duran fan.
Back in the day.
The first referee. These 2 teams, like all the 7 teams in this inaugural season in the Pro Volleyball Federation, played every other team 4 times. In the 4 meetings between these 2, and I'll explain why, when it really, really mattered, Omaha won all 3, although it was very, very close, Holly. A couple of 5-setters, a bunch of deuce sets, and then the last meeting didn't matter because Omaha had already secured the second set, and it was already a second seed, and it was in stone that the Rise would be the 4th seed. So a lot of subs came on and played very well. We saw a lot of good volleyball and some good depth. No touch. So 1 challenge remaining for Grand Rapids in this second set. De La Cruz. Hitting control, Holly. How is she so good at that? We talked about it before the match.
A couple reasons. Betty De La Cruz has very large hands in the best hand contact on the ball, but Brooke Nunaviller is special. Great quality dig, and look at the hand contact. Just drive that ball away from the block and down the line for Omaha.
Get you the dig numbers for the teams and for Nunaviller. There's another good block deflection. The block and the backcourt defense work very much in unison. Pritchard, tough swing, Nunaviller again. Dela Cruz looking to go high flat and missed it out of bounds. Has taken almost 1,000 swings this year, and she either gets blocked or hits out less than 10%, and 12% is considered really good.
Love her leadership. She is a true pro for Omaha.
Nuneviller already with 8 digs and has been good in reception as well. Samity, good block touch by Pritchard. That's a good matchup. Kendall White is on fire in the left back right now for Omaha. Samity is stopped. Really good block by Grote Pritchard.
Pritchard had a good block deflection early. But watch Pritchard and Grote. That is a wall. No seams to attack there.
Pritchard is a very sizable pin blocker at 6'3" and getting stronger and bouncier by the day. Billy with the save, and that ball paintbrush down, as we say that time, by Tori Dixon.
But the connection for Omaha from Sydney Hilly to both of her middles, very strong, and the confidence in transition to run Tori Dixon.
Wearing number 7 in white, was 7, speaking of that, of 15 against San Diego in the semifinal. A world champion in 2014. That was the first ever global gold medal won by the United States. Followed that up by winning the Tokyo Olympic Games, the United States over Brazil 3-0. Dimitrova, really good high. I'll tell you what's completely changed, not completely. Grand Rapids passing the ball now. They're playing volleyball. In the first set, they were completely out of rhythm and sync.
And those are the adjustments Kathy George expected to make. You're playing a great team. They know each other well. You're going to have to make those adjustments in game.
Dimitrova now 7 of 19. De La Cruz is held up in reception. She's usually a target. Brooke Nuneviller worked so hard at practice yesterday, getting her confidence and her rhythm with both setters, Sydney Hilly in this case, and also Valentine Anderson.
And Sydney Hilly knows exactly where Brooke Nuneviller wants that ball.
Nuneviller must have hit an extra 100 balls after practice yesterday. I'm telling Birdcue, go slow her down. Smart shot by Samity, a little bit conservative. Make Grand Rapids play into the middle. Nuneviller again. Into the cross court, Maren Grote. But Brooke Nuneviller, a defensive star right now, and offensively as well.
Grand Rapids attacking Brooke Nuneviller as that left side blocker. Good one-on-one isolation for Grand Rapids.
Shannon Scully has come on once again at the service line, expert at the defensive end and as well as first contact. Pritchard goes out. She's not going to come out across the front court as Erica Pritchard, that's for sure, but also a very, very good receiver. Good response here by Grand Rapids after being overwhelmed and outplayed in the opening set. Through the seam and down. Dela Cruz, in my opinion, is an average underhand passer. She's expert overhand with those big mitts.
But I think she's responding to that challenge. She sees Grand Rapids going at her and then puts that right in Sydney Hilly's hands. Stephanie Samity in system, really tough to stop.
Tied at 20. Into the red zone we go. Samity pretty easy and serve on Scully. Chaussee going off speed. Nice play by Hilly to keep the ball in the air. And again. Tough chance for Nuneviller. Pretty smart play. Working off the block deflection. And through the ball from Chaussee and through the hands that time in the backcourt and down.
Ashley Evans in transition, pushing the pace. Look how fast she gets this out to Claire Chaussee so she can score in transition.
Chaussee now 7 of 20 with 3 errors, hitting 160. Got off to a very slow start, but so did all of her teammates. She was not alone in that regard. Here is Grote, one of the league leaders in terms of aces. Pretty tough floater. Perfect pass. Nuneviller in first ball side out.
Incredible. I don't know where you attack because all the passers for Omaha are doing a really good job on first contact.
Nuneviller adding to her total 11 kills on 27 swings, hitting .310. And back at the service line. That's too easy. Scully just gobbled that up. And not yet. Now to the floor, Kayla Caffey. Johnny on the spot, number 28, the middle blocker for Grand Rapids.
Kayla Caffey so quick off the ground and really good at cleaning anything up that pops up close to the tape.
Grand Rapids, to my point about passing the ball in the first set, they were 27% at good or perfect, 71% in the second set. And Kendall White with the miss here. The miscommunication between Kendall White and Vučkova.
But attacking the seam, really important for Grand Rapids, not just that one player. Make them move and communicate.
Ashley Evans out of Purdue, been a pro now for 6 years. Seems like yesterday she was at Purdue out of Liberty Township, Ohio. Has played in Germany and the Dominican Republic, Romania most recently. Good pass. Samity off the block and down.
That time, the block for Grand Rapids, blocking that line, not giving it to her. Betty De La Cruz puts it again in Sydney Hilly's hands and then off the outside hand of Claire Chassé.
Samity now with 8 kills on 15 swings after registering 30 kills in 5 sets on Wednesday night. Paige Briggs in out of Western Kentucky. Samity, perfect dig in transition, going off speed. Another chance. Good first contact by Briggs. De La Cruz.
Look at this defense by Paige Briggs, pushing that ball to Sydney Hilly, who goes to De La Cruz. Sharp angle kill in transition. Omaha, smooth transition offense.
Timeout called by Grand Rapids. You get 2 timeouts per set. So let's go back over to the sideline. And Madison.
Well, after all the years and all the teams, Dimitrova is saying goodbye to the professional volleyball. After this match, she's left her mark on the volleyball world and is now moving on to focus on her daughter, who's waiting for her at home, a phase of life she's very excited about.
It will be hard to be apart, but it will be also nice to be able to develop myself in something else that I love, and just spending time with my family will be just a gift, because I think I was trying to balance in these years between the sport and the family and my daughter. I wanted her to be part of my career, to see me playing and winning, but I also know that she needs me more at home and she needs me more as a mother.
Dimitrova has left such a mark on the volleyball world. Every time I get to speak with her, it is such an honor, and I know her family is definitely excited to have her back home, and she is too. Time to pour into her daughter and start that family.
His name Michaela. She is 4 years of age and doesn't have to go far to look for her husband. There is Denis Dimitrov on the sideline, an outstanding player in his own right. Tied at 23. Good substitution here by Bird Kuhn, bringing in Briggs. She's an excellent player. Out of system, tough chance for Chassé. Nunaviller in double figures already. Not a very good set that time, but De La Cruz makes it happen.
Strong defense for Omaha, creating those point-scoring opportunities.
Brooke Nunaviller in double figures with 10 digs already. Briggs, set point number 1. Working on Chassé. And that ball's hit out of bounds. Hit out of bounds. We might have a challenge. Chassé thought that there might have been a chance. It wasn't great wood. And we will have a challenge. Why not? You can't take them with you. This is good. This is good use of the system, Kathy George, because you can challenge. It's interesting, and we've run into it a couple of times, Holly. I don't think there was a touch, but when you're looking at it, you can look at the play in terms of touch, or maybe did one of the Omaha blockers touch the net and create a fault there.
And you see the Grand Rapids team just taking a chance to communicate. And there is the coach on the floor, Amelia Dimitrova. We talk about her leadership, but you can see it there.
Oh, they did get a touch. Wonderful use of the challenge. The lights in the CHI Health Center had been brought down. Everybody was celebrating.
I'll tell you, I didn't see it.
I did not.
Right in front of us.
I did not.
Thank you.
Really good work. The owners of the league invested a lot of money. That replay system and challenge system is not inexpensive. Tied at 24. Claire Chassé. Omaha has had one set point. Good pass by De La Cruz. And over the top of the block again. Has been in some big moments.
Betty De La Cruz for Omaha is dialed in, starts with the perfect first contact, and she does what she does best, fantastic hand contact, driving that ball to the corner.
Set point number 2, good pass by Chassé. Dimitrova is blocked.
Tori Dixon and Betty De La Cruz, big time defensive stuff block to win the second set.
One set away from a winner-takes-all $1 million. Wonderful blocking, as you mentioned. Betty De La Cruz, and what she says is her last match, is lighting it up.
And subject to arrest, thank you for your cooperation.
No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, ser excluido de participar en, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination, discriminación, under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance.
Today, females account for nearly half of all collegiate athletes.
And more than 3.2 million girls compete in high school sports, with volleyball having the second highest participation rate in America. If you can see it, you can be it.
Real pro volleyball.
Because opportunities belong to everyone. Because we deserve it.
Because we deserve it.
Because it's time. It's time.
Are you ready for it?
Welcome back to the CHI Center, where the Omaha Supernovas lead 2-0. Coach, what adjustments do you want to see out of your team?
Well, you know, Betty is playing really well, and she's using our block in different places. We're drifting. We're not holding our lines. We've got to make sure we're doing a better job to set up our defense. Game 1, it was they were serving. We just weren't passing. We didn't see much of an offense, so I think we're getting a little bit better at that, gaining some momentum. We're going to have to take that in for the long haul, so we got to make sure that happens.
Thank you for your time.
It's the little details, right? Not drifting, staying solid and tight with your hands on the block, and those make a difference when setting up your defense.
De La Cruz is 8 of 15 with 2 errors, hitting over 400, 53% kill percentage. Really good passing set that time for Claire Chassé and Grand Rapids, and a rule unique to the Pro Volleyball Federation. Teams only change sides once, and they have just done that. Only will change between the second and third set. Even if we go to a 5th set tiebreaker, the teams which normally international and collegiately change sides at 8, there will be no side change there. Our comparison.
You see Betty De La Cruz, 8 kills, Stephanie Samity, 8 kills. Those are strong numbers on the pins. And then you've got Brooke Nuneviller with 10. So offensively, Omaha Supernovas playing extremely well.
Yeah, Nuneviller has been really good in offense, but also with 10 digs already. De La Cruz looks to go high flat and thought that she had a touch. Again, we're going to have a challenge right out of the chute in the third set. Once again, 2 challenges. You can challenge. Touch off the top of the block. The Bolt 6 system is operated out of Frisco, Texas. That is Suzanne Lowry, our first referee, and we will have a challenge. And it is really, really a good system. I don't mean this is a criticism, but it is far superior. And you can see the touch, and it's up on the big screen, and it comes very quickly. Again, I don't mean this is a criticism, but this is so much better than what is utilized in men's and women's college volleyball right now. But it's $175,000. There are a lot of schools that could pay for that, but there needs to be sort of balance and fairness across the board in terms of facilities, and so you're just not going to see it in college, not for a while. Another point scoring opportunity. Dimitrova, long run. White was there. Gomez has been pretty quiet so far. That ball into the top of the tape. I'm not sure that ball cleared, and Camila Gomez played 1 year professionally at Texas A&M from Cali, Colombia. Played junior college. She is just an outstanding, exciting libero, not only in reception. She doesn't have many opportunities because they avoid her like the plague. You will not see any serves go to her intentionally. She's right in the middle of the pattern, and they're working on Chaussee. Pritchard again. That's about 9 feet off the net. Samity. Free ball coming for Omaha. Already up 2-0. Pretty good swing that time by Pritchard. And Samity again loves that 5-6 seam. That's by no accident.
Stephanie Samity with her 9th kill. She had a fantastic dig early in that rally. And then look at her go inside and deep over Gomez.
We looked at Omaha's regular season numbers. They hit at 225 following the semifinal. Right now they're hitting at over 400. Tough serve again. Chaussee up to it. Dimitrova, big broad jump. Good read by Chaussee, and Pritchard able to get the ball through the block, and that will be a much-needed scoring point for Erica Pritchard. They'll get on the board here in the third set. Is it too early? Both of these teams have really good depth. Is it too early to start thinking about Mac Pedraza as a setting change for Ashley Evans on the side of Grand Rapids?
You see Mac Pedraza talking to an assistant coach on the sideline, so they might be thinking about that.
Look, I'm not saying that what has happened so far is on the shoulders of Ashley Evans, but she's missed a couple of sets. That last one to Pritchard before the kill was about 9 feet off the net. Here is Evans again. That's better to Dimitrova. Had been leading her too far inside the 3-meter line. De La Cruz. What did Bird Kuhn say? De La Cruz has the best step close on the planet Earth.
She does. Not only does she have a fantastic step close, watch her get her feet to that ball, hard step close, and then the hand contact and heat, driving that ball in transition. That's a tough swing coming from way off the net.
Averages 3.2 kills per set, hitting at 245 from the Dominican Republic, the 2-time Olympian in London and in Tokyo. Just like that, there's Mac Pedraza on the floor. That ball's out of bounds. Just missed by De La Cruz. That's been a big story so far. In terms of aces and airs, lots of pressure coming from the Supernovas. The season series between Grand Rapids and Omaha was 3-1 in favor of Omaha. Grand Rapids won the last when there were all those substitutions, and the match really, quite frankly, didn't mean anything. Oh, good block. Kayla Caffey just going really hard into the cross-court angle.
Starts with a tough serve from Pedraza. Get that ball on Betty De La Cruz out of system, and then a wall. Dimitrova and Caffey for Grand Rapids.
That's one of the few poor decisions that Brooke Nunaviller has made. That was low seam, and that doesn't go in the PVF. Samity is able to rattle that ball around. Caffey got hurt. Kayla Caffey is injured. She took a ball to the face. It rattled in and out of the net, and immediately you know that she was in a lot of pain. Looking over on the sideline, Molly Lohman was a late addition out of the University of Minnesota in terms of coming in and also playing at the middle blocking position. Let's look at it again. Oh, no, it was a facial. Oh,
right off the nose.
Yeah. Samity Caffey's trying to get her hands over the net and took that one right to the face. Kayla Caffey, originally out of Chicago, Illinois, 6-foot middle blocker, a 2022 national champion with Texas, playing professionally most recently in Puerto Rico. It's happened to everybody, but some are worse than others. So we will have a replay of the point. So Mac Pedraza on now for Ashley Evans. There is Molly Lohman at the University of Minnesota. She's been in the pro ranks for quite some time. 6 years as a pro out of Mankato, Minnesota. France, the Philippines, Hungary, back to France, and then Switzerland. Pretty good to have a league in the United States, so you don't have to be a vagabond. And that ball is served out of bounds. Recapping once again, Omaha, the number 2 seed, all over Grand Rapids in the opening set, 25-13. And a really good job by Grand Rapids. They came back. They had chances at the end of that second set. But Brooke Nuneviller et al. Were able to take it 26-24. Kayla Caffey's just fine.
What a response. And I love that Mac Pedraza goes right at Kayla Caffey. She's such a dynamic attacker. Vuchkova thought it was a fake set and didn't even jump. Caffey with the kill.
There's Pritchard. A lot of serves down the middle now, keeping it on Dela Cruz, and she's been good in reception. I'll tell you, Steph Samity, good in area 5 and 6, and also good in area 1 right at the 3-meter line.
Grand Rapids needs the defender on that 3-meter line because Samity can hit it.
10 of 19 is Samity, 10 of 18 is Dela Cruz. Both of them lighten it up. Once again, winner take all, $1 million for the first ever champion in the Pro Volleyball Federation. Nice off speed by Claire Chaussee. Chaussee is an outstanding player. She'll find a way to have an impact on this match. Good to see Caffey able to stay in the match. Kathy George visiting with her outstanding libero, Camila Gomez. Good enough pass out to Nuneviller over the top of the block. Brooke Nuneviller, I said it before, and I hope that people take this with the way it's intended. Brooke Nuneviller is only 5'10". If she were 6'3", she wouldn't be here. She'd be in Rio de Janeiro playing in the VNL for Karchkirai in the Olympic team. What an outstanding player and athlete. And tremendous competitor. Dimitrova trying to find a seam. Good dig. Nuneviller again. 11 digs. Samity looking to go high flat. Missed that out of bounds. Good swing. Good swing. Just missed the block.
Omaha has some nice locations defensively to stay in those rallies, but that one goes long by Samity.
20 kills, 38 swings between Samity and Dela Cruz. That is a really, really good number. But they had good balance in the opening couple of sets. They were getting scoring. You look at what Nuneviller was doing. She's got a double-double. 11 kills and 10, make it now 13 digs. Time for our media break here in the third set. Could it be the last? Omaha, 2-0 over Grand Rapids. Winner takes all for $1 million.
Pro Volleyball Federation on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Franklin Sports, a proud partner of the Pro Volleyball Federation on CBS Sports Network, and by Allstate. You're in good hands.
Back once again at the CHI Health Center. Championship match between Omaha and Grand Rapids, and Brooke Nuneviller again with her another double-double. That makes 16 so far in the year. Exceptional in all phases. And the offense is really an added bonus given what Samity and De La Cruz are doing.
I think Brooke Nuneviller is a fantastic defender, fantastic first contact. And you're right, it is a bonus when she can score like this at a high percentage.
Free ball coming. That's not well handled at all by Grand Rapids. Samity cutting it off short. Really, really good ball control. Let's go back over to the sideline. Mandy, you were listening in, weren't you, on the Grand Rapids huddle?
I absolutely was. And Coach Kathy George said a quick way to get points back. Serve more aggressive. Move them around more on serve receive and block. Work to really press a little bit more and close off those seams.
Thanks, Madison. Biggest lead so far in the third in what could be decisive set. Claire Chaussee and Grand Rapids in a must-win situation. Down 2-0. Free ball. Not handled perfectly. De La Cruz having such an afternoon here in Omaha. Off the edge of the block and down. Hitting way above her season's average. 11 kills on 19 swings. Hitting over 460.
That is one of her best swings. She swings cross-body with her arm. Tools the block at will.
On the year, Betty De La Cruz is hitting at a .245 efficiency, which is just fine. Having her best match of the year at the right time. Good swing down the line by number 9, Chaussee. Take us over. You heard what Madison had to say in her report about what Kathy George was saying to her team. But what do you see the Grand Rapids? They're right there. They're down 3, but they can't let this get away.
No, I mean, they've got to get Omaha out of system. Omaha's still hitting for too high offensively. So that starts with a tough serve. They've been keeping the pressure on Betty De La Cruz, but she has been passing the ball.
Brooke Nuneviller again. What a good read. Smart shot up into the block. Recycle. Gomez is there. And Pritchard is blocked. Brooke Nuneviller again with a magnificent read.
It's the little details. Hitter coverage. Look at Sydney Hilly. Press on that block, and then Grand Rapids cannot pick it up. Those are the small details where you got to take care of the ball. You have to cover your hitters.
Simone Abbott, 6'1" outside hitter, coming on the floor. Played professionally in Turkey and France, most recently an All-American at Northwestern. Very, very experienced player. Has not played in the last couple of matches. Did play in one match early in the season, was 8 of 14 against Omaha. So very, very capable. Good left side hitter. Lots of depth on both of these teams. And Omaha goes right after her. Nuneviller now with 15 digs. And De La Cruz with another kill. Her hitting accuracy is off the charts, even at the age of 37, in what she plans to be her last professional match.
Defense, roll shot picked up, and then Betty De La Cruz goes to work in transition, hitting that ball sharp inside the block.
That serve is missed, a rare mistake by Omaha. And Sydney Hilly as Maren Grote will go back to the line. Good to see Kayla Caffey come back. She took that facial from Stephanie Samity, and that was a tough shot. That was a direct hit. 12-8 is the lead. Omaha up 2-0. Good read by Abbott, coming to Dimitrova. Or Chaussee trying to chop. Chaussee doing the chop, but missed it. Dixon was there, a couple of blockers in front from Omaha.
Some rare unforced errors from Claire Chaussee out of the back row. She's usually very effective.
Now, Claire Chaussee is struggling so far in this late afternoon. 10 of 26 with 3 errors. They need much more from their star, and she is that. She's an outstanding player, has been all season. Couple of back-to-back serves missed, and Grand Rapids will certainly take that. Able to side out and score without having to do anything on their side. Betty De La Cruz, along with Stephanie Samity, have been pretty much unstoppable. Both of them hitting for huge efficiency. Good pass, perfect pass by Nuneviller, dug by Gomez. And Abbott just missed it. It's hard to sit over there. It's warmed up about an hour and a half ago, but your Grand Rapids, you got to make that play.
And Grand Rapids getting the dig that they wanted, just couldn't do anything with it.
14-9 now is the advantage, and Grand Rapids letting that lead go from 2 and quickly to 4. Cannot let Dixon and the Supernovas string together points. Dimitrova through Nuneviller. Really good play defensively, but Kayla Caffey right there. Tori Dixon doing a good job playing in the left back.
Transition ball, little block deflection, and then Dixon again, cleans things up at the net.
Storyline on this. Who will be the first? There can only be one. Tough serve. De La Cruz again with those huge hands and down the line. What a combination.
And that's what you said, Kathy George wanted to see Camila Gomez down the line, digging that ball from Stephanie Samity.
Pro Volleyball Federation inaugural season. There will always only ever be one first champion. Here's Samity. Dimitrova again rips that down the line and off of Kendall White. Very, very good swing and a good delivery by Pedraza.
And Dimitrova talking to her teammates, trying to get them locked in. They need a big push right now.
Yeah, she's not going to go away. A coach on the floor. And we talked about, and it bears repeating, what a terrible start she got off to in the semifinals. Started 3 of 18, finished 16 of 30. Vučková, nice block by Mary Grote.
Those are the types of plays Grand Rapids needs. And Grote one-on-one in the middle. Nice slow down there.
Mary Grote has had a really good season, among the league leaders in efficiency, blocks, service aces as well. Caffey again for Grand Rapids. Perfect pass. In system, Nunaviller not yet. Nice dig by Caffey. Chaussee needs this. So does Grand Rapids. And got it. Claire Chaussee. 9 in blue. Really good swing off the edge of the block.
How about Kayla Caffey left back with a fantastic dig to set up that transition offense to Chaussee.
A lot of these players really need a learning curve coming out of college because Kayla Caffey probably never served, never played defense with the system in college now with 15 subs. Now you got to play all the way around. You get 8 subs in the PVF. Oh, Simone Abbott just missed it. A whiff. Timing not there right now. Abbott is an outstanding player. She's played a lot of volleyball for Grand Rapids, and 16-13 is the lead for Omaha. 1 set went away from the first ever championship. Back with more on CBS Sports Network.
Pro Volleyball Federation fans celebrate this historic 2024 championship event with your very own commemorative ticket. Scan the QR code now to grab this limited edition collectible that can be customized with your exact seat location with 2 unique designs to choose from. Ladies and gentlemen, for the safety of the players and our staff, please stay off the court at the conclusion.
Omaha 2-0 and 16-13 must win for Grand Rapids. Tomorrow morning at 10 Eastern, get ready to dive into uncharted waters as CBS Sports Network brings you a competition like you've never seen before. Don't miss the E1 World Championship right here on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Back with Madison Fitzpatrick, my partner Holly McPeak on Paul Sunderland. And the second set was very, very close indeed. And was that the last chance for Claire Chaussee, Camila Gomez, Simone Abbott, and the rest of the rise out of Grand Rapids? Mac Pedraza came on to replace Ashley Evans. And Brooke Nunaviller has been a fantastic two-way player. Good pass. Dimitrova finds it nicely, number 14 in blue through a seam in the block.
Quick ball to Dimitrova on the right side. And she can provide some offense now, even though she's in that back row.
Oh, yeah, I would say, great point, Holly. I would say 40% of her swings come out of the back row, so she's very, very much involved. Dimitrova with her 14th double-double so far this season. Very good defender, as you just saw. That's dig number 11. De La Cruz, what a dig by Chaussee, but right on top of the net. Vučková knows exactly what to do with that.
Look at this ball go tight, and then Vučková, a little redirection to the right side.
Grand Rapids needs to play perfectly right now, and it starts with a pass. Good sub coming on Paige Brooks. Out of system. This will be a tough chance, Dimitrova. Oh, block. Good cover by Gomez. Perfect set in transition. Maybe too wide. Paige Briggs. I think Sydney Hilly would like to have that choice back. Paige is going, hey, you know, I played a very little bit in this match. I've been kind of sitting over there. What are you sending me there for? Briggs is really good. We saw her come off the bench in that last match at Grand Rapids. She had 17 kills in that one. Really a good player. The lead is only 2. Tough serve down the line. Dela Cruz with a good pass. And a net violation. Everything going the way right now of the Supernovas. Officially give that kill 13 of 25 for Betty Dela Cruz, who told me yesterday at practice her plan is that this will be her last ever match.
You're talking like you don't believe her.
I think somebody's going to offer her enough money, so she said that was her plan.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Emilia Dimitrova for Emilia Dimitrova, number 14 for Grand Rapids. It is absolutely. You heard when Madison talked to her yesterday. She is committed to starting her family life after 17 years. 9 countries, 13 different clubs. Marin Grove back to the line. 18-16 is the lead. 2-seed Omaha, number 4-seed Grand Rapids. Tough serve. Nuneviller there in reception. Dela Cruz again. And rattles the ball through the block and down.
It's the little things, the details, taking care of your block, being solid, especially if you're playing Betty Dela Cruz. You cannot leave any room to work through that block because she will take advantage.
As a team, Omaha is hitting .370. They hit .225 on the year. Just having their way in reception and offense. Dimitrova again off the top of the block. Really good swing. World-class swing for the 17-year veteran.
In back, Pedraza locating that ball really well for Dimitrova out of the back row.
Point scoring at about 40% is Grand Rapids on the year. They're going to get a chance here out of system. Nuneville missed it out of bounds. Quality swing. Love that swing, but just out of bounds.
Trying to go deep to that corner. There haven't been very many errors by Brooke Nuneville all day.
31 swings. She's hit 2 balls out of bounds, been blocked twice. Got off to a really hot start. Back within 1. Hit serve Dela Cruz overhand. She just gobbles that up. Abbott. Back to Samity. Looked for a touch and missed it out of bounds. So back-to-back hitting errors, Nuneviller and Samity. Brooke Nuneviller wants a challenge. She went over to her coach on the sideline, Bird Kuhn, and said there was absolutely a touch. See, Brooke Nuneviller, I got to get it in quickly while they do the challenge. She wears her Apple Watch. You're not getting paid. And it's not against the rules as it is in college and internationally or in clubs overseas. There's no rule in the PVF against wearing a watch. She wanted me to talk an endorsement deal into existence, so I'm trying.
You're certainly
she warmed up. She was told she wasn't going to play. You get tonight off.
Different match.
Oh yeah, yes. This is like 6 weeks ago, and so she put her watch on, and then something happened. She had to go into the match, and they haven't lost since. So she's not taking it off.
No. Volleyball players and a lot of athletes very superstitious.
Yeah, there is no touch. That ball is well over. Looking at Kayla Caffey. No, there's no touch.
Nope.
Tied at 19. Easy serve. White just gobbled that up. Back to Samity. High swing off the top of the block.
Sydney Hilly has so much confidence, and Samity goes right back to her, finds the block spot.
Samity, 30 kills on Wednesday night in a comeback, a reverse sweep semifinal. Back-to-back world-class swings. Dimitrova, just like that off the top of the block. Let's update her numbers. Again, this is her last match. Now it's 13 kills on 34 swings, hitting over 250.
Quick ball to the right pin from Pedraza to Dimitrova.
Tough deep serve. Nuneviller, very good set. Chaussee calling for it into the middle to Caffey. Tough chance. Very tough for Chaussee. Samity again down the line. Dubbed by Gomez. Nunaviller likes to go fast. Good block deflection and missed out of bounds. Tough chance for Chasse in her defense. Tough chance.
She had the right mindset. She was being aggressive to throw that down. Just didn't make great hand contact. They carried just wide.
Into the red zone. Must win for Grand Rapids. Samity back to the service line. 21-20. Once again, winner take all. $1 million prize. Good serve. Working on Abbott. Chasse. That's off the floor. Magnificent dig by Samity. On to Dimitrova. Chasse again. Block touch. Perfect free ball pass by De La Cruz. And down. Timeout called by Grand Rapids. And Betty De La Cruz, who's having a magnificent match on this early evening in Omaha. Off the block deflection, if she can put her paws on that thing, it's going to be right on target. And those are some serious paws. Let's go over quickly to Madison.
Well, Betty De La Cruz is a 22-year pro and has played at the highest level possible. She's as decorated and respected as they come in the volleyball world. And with all that experience, she has taken time to pour into some of the younger Supernovas this season.
Something like that I think can help them, I already said. And of course, Brooke, we played together in AU last season, and from the beginning we had a good relationship. But all of the young players, like, they always ask me, can you tell me, can you give me a feedback? Or they say also, thank you for the feedback. And I feel so happy because this is what experienced players have to do for the new generation.
The experience of Betty De La Cruz and what she shares with her teammates is invaluable. And if this is her last match ever, wow.
What a way to go out. What a career. Very proud mother. We celebrated her on Mother's Day along with several others around the league. Fer Mejia is her teenage son's name. 22-20. Nunaviller. Double digits again in kills. 15 digs to go along with 12 kills. And what about that dig by Samity? Remember the play on the block deflection? Where did that come from?
We talk about her offense, but she has made some unbelievable digs in the backcourt. Pipped up and tip all the way across the floor. She's a great teammate for Omaha.
Sarah Sponsel, too late with this sub. Wanted to get Sarah, that's so tragic. Kathy George was too late with the substitution, so the first referee, Suzanne Lowry, waved it off, and Sarah Sponsel is a difference maker coming off the bench. That was going to be a really good substitution. That was a huge moment at the end of this match, if it is the end of this match. 23-21, tight pass, Uchkova! 3 championship points. The first Pro Volleyball Federation title ever is in the grasp of the Omaha Supernovas, that came in as the second seed. 10-3 here at home, playing at home, a huge advantage, and a big crowd on hand. Championship point number 1 for Nunaviller for $1 million. Perfect pass by Chasse, and nicely done. Over the top of the block in reception and in attacking is Claire Chasse.
That's a big swing right there. Grand Rapids needs to facilitate some points with a tough serve.
Dimitrova, a better server than Morgan Fingal, will come back on. So being quick to unwind part of the double sub. Betty De La Cruz on the left side. Vuchkova in the middle. Served out of bounds! The $1 million match is done. Betty and the Supernovas win it. traveling. She's a vagabond, and the phone rang, and she's listed as the interim head coach. I don't think she's interim anymore. Really solid performance. 25-13. Omaha Holly really set the tone early on in that first.
Every single bond is just incredible with every player, and I've never had that. I said at dinner last night, I said to the best team that I've ever been a part of, and you know, I'm just so happy we get this fairy tale ending.
Congratulations.
Well, there is the hardware, but also remembering history made. The first ever champions will always be the Omaha Supernovas, and they also will divide the teams. There's rules about how they can divide, but $1 million is a pretty nice round number to start with.
An incredible number. This entire season for Pro Volleyball Federation has been fantastic. I mean, way past expectations from anybody.
Steph Samity, 30 kills in the semifinal. and nobody has left. Well, maybe a few, but not many more than a few.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the court for tonight's Pro Volleyball Federation Championship Trophy presentation.
Nova Nation! On behalf of the Pro Volleyball Federation, I'd like to thank the Grand Rapids Rise for their stellar performance tonight and a hard-fought game. Nova Nation, you guys showed up and showed out every single match. Congratulations. And to our first ever inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation champions, the Omaha Supernovas, Brooke Nunaviller. Where's Brooke? Brooke! Captain Brooke Nunaviller. Hey. Congratulations. We've got one more award to give out. It is the MVP of the playoffs. It is going to go along with $10,000 to Ms. Sydney Hilly. And now for the real thing. A check for $1 million.
Sydney Hilly, who came off the bench on Wednesday night and helped create that reverse sweep, is the tournament MVP, and $1 million is presented. Holly, your final. Wonderful to spend.